Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming out here. Midday Money, Sunday, January the 23rd. Let's get right into our Saturday recap before we get to a little last two games NFL this weekend. A lot to talk about. So, NHL, hey, we had a nice +4. It was actually +$5, right? Colorado minus 700 yesterday. And we said, let's grab a little Montreal plus money. A loser in OT. 30-30 now in the video. NBA, no NBA play yesterday, but 35-49 in video. I do have the Minnesota Timberwolves posted for today, -3. And this is a game, yes, for 35-49 in the video. But this is a game I bet on. And again, with the games I post in here, yeah, there are a lot of premiums I throw out and games I bet on more often than not. Right? I talk about this all the time. NBA is not my favorite of favorites to bet on, especially during regular season. But 16-9, which is 64% NBA games bet that I've bet this year that I've actually put on sites to sell. So it's not like I'm just saying, well, I kind of like something, I'm going to put it out just to put it out. In here, we put some down. I tell you if I bet them, if I don't. And that's across the board, all the sports. Some games are bets, some are premiums. They are what they are. But this one here, Minnesota, I'm betting it 10-3 since December with NBA. That's 77%. So hopefully it continues. Let's Minnesota again. I'm choosy with my NBA, not like college basketball. College basketball 1-3 yesterday in video. Now 115-115. So we're, down a little bit here in the video, and it makes sense because I go 6-13 yesterday in my college hoops. And yeah, people won't tell you when you lose. I lost last 2 weeks. We are 10 games under 500 with college hoops. I got to, we had a nice December, but it's all about the new day. 60% December don't mean nothing when you're under 500 for January, but still plus money on the year there for college basketball, around 53%. Still grinding along. It's a long season. We'll battle back. And today we do have picks up in the chat here for college hoops. Xavier over Marquette. Marquette, a couple tough games for Marquette here, right? They're in off the Nova big win, beat them by 3. The Hall was a tough game there, won that by 2. So, I'll take Xavier. I would like if Xavier was a little dog, but the fact that they're favored, I think people would bet Marquette as a home puppy here because they've played well. But I don't know. It's a tough spot there after 2 really big games, big wins too. So I will side with Xavier. Tulsa +5 is a game I bet. It is actually in my premiums today. So we got that going on. And that's basically we are fading away on Penny and Memphis. We've done it a few times already this year. We'll do it again. Here. And the Cal Bears. Later, I had this circled last night, Cal. I'm like, 14 points is a bunch. I'm thinking, Arizona maybe 10 points, 11 points better. You know what, though? They got UCLA on deck. A little bigger game, more marquee. UCLA is a good team. They're starting to really get their little, feet underneath them, starting to play good. So maybe a little look-ahead spot. 14 is a big number. Cal, we just need to keep it close here, 14. As long as we're not getting throttled out of our own building here. 70 to like 44 or something. Give me the 14 points. I'm happy with Cal. NFL yesterday. Where did he being in? So we split our totals here in the video. Today we're going to go over the 48.5 with the Rams game. I had Tennessee and I had Green Bay. We'll start with Tennessee first. It's the 3 picks. I got the only quarterback who throws like a touchdown pass yesterday. Tannehill, 3 interceptions. What am I going to do? And coming to whoever wins the Bills KC game, I'm thinking they're beating Tennessee, even if Tennessee is the 1 seed, just because their coach, not love their coach, but I figured that team, a little more experience, get the job done. 3.5. I always say they're begging you to take the dog there with the with that extra half point there on a 3.5 on 3s and 7s. That's just my thinking. Other people do what they want to do, buy it down, whatever. End up being a loser there. Tough loss there. In the Green Bay game, yeah, I had Green Bay early at like 4 or 5. Gets up. Now, I like San Fran. I've said before. We had future ticket on San Fran for the division. We had win tickets over totals for them. I think they're a good team. I think people forget that this team was in the Super Bowl. They had a fourth quarter lead over Kansas City. This is a good team. Hamstrung. They get beat up by injuries a bunch. And I should have thought more, okay, head coaching advantage, clearly San Fran. But on the flip side, I'm thinking there's no way Rodgers is going to let his bad coaching staff, like Dak has behind him in Dallas, dictate his play calling. But what are we going to do here? We get a block punt for a touchdown. We get field goal blocks. We get, just the last play of the game, they don't have enough guys on the field. Just, let's gamble. What am I going to do? That's a tough one to swallow here with San Fran. Obviously, I think I thought the winner of this game would go on to the Super Bowl out of whoever wins the Rams-Tampa game today anyway. That's not changing. I'll have San Fran next week over whoever they play. But tough one NFL for me there. Especially the San Fran. Because San Fran, again, we came in last week. I said, San Fran, you got to take short line both weeks. I said, money line the dogs here. And I end up taking Dallas. Well, in my heart there, Dallas, I figured, you know what? Again, they have enough offense to offset the Niner defense. And this week, I thought the Niners were like, all right, you're playing a team with decent defense. Maybe Jimmy's shoulder's a little more messed up than it is. I thought one hits that hard turf, frozen ground. He's out. We get a backup quarterback. Wasn't meant to be. What am I going to do? Got to move on there. But 83-68 with our NFL over the total there. And with that, 7 minutes of recapping and chatting, we go into the chat. You told you yesterday Asheville. No, you told me Radford. You said Radford yesterday, bro. You said Radford because I wrote it down somewhere. You said Radford. Someone back up the story here, Kim. We got to go back in. If I got to go to the chat later and look it up, you said Radford. ODB. I put ODB. I was thinking Old Dirty. Little Wu-Tang, Marlo. He's a whatever. You know who I mean. Almost Montreal. Yeah, need a big day today, man. To close out the week good. Kessler, how are you? I like Tulsa today and the Grizzlies plus the points in the NBA. Yeah, so sign me up for Tulsa for sure. Yes on that. And NBA-wise, again, only game I bet, and forget about just being a free pick. I actually bet this today, and I've only bet, like I've said, a handful of games, 25 of them. That's about it. Who do you like? The Grizzlies, Memphis today over the Mavericks. I kind of like the Mavs. I said this the other day against the Mavs too when they played. Was it the Phoenix game at home? I thought the line was going down, or was that Toronto? I don't remember. Everybody's betting Memphis 3-4. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take Dallas. I'm gonna go opposite that there, Kessler. Dallas line opened at 3.5. It's up to 4. Yeah, I'm gonna lean on the Mavericks. Holmes going to run for his life. I kind of like the over today. I think it's going to be an overplay for them. Double team Hill and Kelsey. I love Mahomes' ballerina moves. If you're running slide, yeah, he's not too bad. Fernando's in the chat. Good morning, Fernando. Takes a move that Mahomes over 29. I think it'll go up. Marlo says, dog it up today. Here's the thing, man. We're going to get 4 dogs this weekend. Maybe money. Marlo, you know that. I said yesterday, if we're taking dogs, I said this, the opening of the playoffs. If you're taking dogs, with the exception of really the Eagles game, that's the one dog probably winning a bet if I was going to bet them all. Thoughts on Purdue? I kind of like Northwestern there. Give me Northwestern. We're getting what? It was 13 yesterday. I don't know if it's come down a little bit, but I'll take 13 with Northwestern. A Rider, Niagara. Still 7.5. I got this rated like a 7 kind of line anyway. So no real opinion on that one. But out of the two, I would lean Northwestern out of the two. ODB plus $1 billion. I better adjust the Old Dirty. I got ODB, Old Dirty. Oh, man. Hey, Dirty. Baby, I got your money. Oh, man. Like the old Wu-Tang. You know I'm going to roll out. Oh. I put ODB. Oh, brother. What are you going to do? I'm sorry. All right. It's Odell Beckham, everybody. Odell Beckham. Kim's coming in. Illinois State money line, Marquette money line. Well, I like Xavier there. And Illinois State, I'm giving 5. It was 4.5 up to 5 now against Evansville. Has this line moved? Let's see what it is at now, because it was 4.5 last night. It was 5 earlier today. Not many games. You can do a live one. Now I'm back to 4.5. I'm seeing 4.5s out here now on this one. I mean, you're going money line, so I guess you're a little safer there. It's just tough for me. Part of me wants to say like Evansville, but I just can't bet teams that aren't hitting, like a 40% shooting team. I don't want to really get into. They just played the other day. They won by 40. 38 points, 94-56. They beat these guys. I mean, look at these scores: 94-56, 77-48, 79-47. I mean, those three just you're losing by 30 points a game, and now you're getting 4 at home. Looks fishy. I mean, it's Illinois State or nothing. Again, I'm not betting it. Antoine DeLight, thank you very much. Michigan versus Indy and Iona Quinnipiac. I like the Hoosiers. Just, Michigan for me, now it lines up to 4 here. This is right along my number 4, but, the Wolverines, let's be honest. We had a little higher hopes for this bunch, right? Now they're sitting at 500? 8-7, a game better than 500? Yeah, I'm not, all right, you beat Maryland. $83-64 the Maryland game. You get Maryland. Was Maryland off their big win over? No, Maryland just beat Illinois. Illinois. We had them the other night. Problem with this one is you kind of, is it a little letdown spot off of Nebraska for Indy? Again, I'm still leaning Indy here. And of course, Iona, obviously the class of the MAC here, but I'm going to lean a little Quinny. What do I got this number at? It's 7.5 earlier. And I got Iona here. It's like a 10-point fade, believe it or not. I didn't bet it though, just because you got Monmouth in off that OT game, and Quinny's played well. 3 straight wins. Again, I want to lean to the dog. I want to lean dog there, but again, out of the 2 that you have here, I would take Indy over Michigan. Illinois State and Strong Island. Yeah, Illinois State, again, we just ran off some of those scores for Evansville. I mean, you're losing by 30-something points a game. I cannot tell you to take that team. And LIU over Fairly Ridiculous. Well, that was 7. I mean, FDU is a bad team. Where's this line? Where's this matchup, I should say? I mean, you look at this one, Marlo. similar team like FDU, average, 38, 39 field goal percentage team. And this is the thing I kind of look at when I bet teams. I look at that, and I always look at their top couple guys at free throw shooting. Smaller, super small schools like this, I just can't get behind FDU. I mean, but you see the Illinois State line is 4, and this one's almost double that, and they're still playing a team that's bad. 2-point loss, 29-point loss, 6-point loss. Again, I'm not looking to get involved. Again, if I'm doing anything here, I got to be Illinois State. Smart NBA, but let me tell you, I'm groovy. My NBA picks are 64% when I bet them. They're 16-9. Again, I tell you in these chats, I do it every day. NBA, if I'm betting, I tell you I bet it. Otherwise, I'm just going to find a game I kind of like the most to put in the video here because people want to bet every NBA game. I don't understand. When you got guys who you don't know if they're playing until game time. So NBA, when I find it, I like it, like this one, we'll hit it. Again, he hit 65% in something. I'm going to make a little money off it. Lex, how are you? I saw you last night on Earl Sports Bets. Northwestern is at 12 now, Hicks. Come down. You know what? I'll still lean Northwestern. ODB. I had ODB up there. I don't know. Maybe it's because, again, I get back to like my my teenage roots when I'm young, like 80s, early 90s. Maybe because I was going to do some baseball cards later from 1990, 1987. I got 80s music on the mind. Thinking ODB instead of OBJ. Thank you, Marlo. Minnesota Wild came back in last minute to 1-4-3. Shout out to Mr. Ray Reddington. Ray knows it. Ray, me and Ray go head-to-head in like hockey a lot. And you know me, I'm going to grab some my dogs in hockey when we go head-to-head. So I guess the last 2 months of the year, he beat me there in our little run. But I think I got him so far this season. But Ray, yes, I'll give props to Ray with his hockey and his soccer. I'm going to do soccer because I sure as heck don't do soccer. Hey, S. I was watching that much of an underdog to Oregon. 12.5. Well, actually, it's 11.5. I just saw. So interesting number there. Again, yes, Oregon's a good team. I am much like taking Cal. At least Cal's home. I'm taking his double-digit number. But I guess we're looking at it's a back-to-back spot like the Oregon trip, right? You just won by 10 or whatever in Oregon State. Now you're following that up with Oregon. And hello, they've won 5 in a row going on the road. You beat UCLA in overtime. Then you followed up with a 10-point win at USC, where you think you'd maybe lay a little leg there off a big win. But again, I'm going to lean a little Washington there. Again, not the best shooting team, not something I love. But the road team is 6-1 against a number in a series lately. So I would lean on the puppy there too, Lex. Tulsa money line. Why not? Listen, we saw you saw it over Twitter. We saw it over Twitty, the Penny news conference. Again, I'm just going to take the points. Manhattan Monmouth. Manhattan versus Monmouth. The Hawks. What is this line? It was 10.5 last night. It's down to 9. So, I'm going to lean a little Manhattan here. Let me put, and again, I had a little question mark next to Manhattan. I'm like, maybe Jaspers. And I probably should have took him because the line's come down. So I would definitely kind of still lean a little Manhattan. UMass and St. Louis. I was actually thinking, under here because this was 154 last night, and then earlier I saw 151. So I'm going to kind of go to the under there. I like the Billikens, I do, but I don't know if 9's too many points. I might have to lean a little Mass there. Mike Downey's going against me saying Nets in a rout. The no doubt rout on the Nets tonight. Evans was a pile of poop. Oh, the last 3 games, I lose my 30-something points, Marlo. Ray, good morning. We're just talking about it. Someone said you're hitting them well. I said between your hockey and soccer, you're very good. Kev Cook, good afternoon. Thoughts on the Bulls game? What do we got? What do we got here with Chi-Town? Where is Chicago? Thoughts on the Bulls? Where are they? Are they even playing today? Why don't I see them? Oh, here they are against Orlando. What do you think my first impression is on this? The line was 3.5. It's come down to 3, and you're playing a team that has 8 wins. They're 8-39. So yeah, I'm going to lean to the Magic there, right? I mean, that is a absolute no-brainer if you're asking me on that one. I mean, like, you think I'll tell you to lay the Bulls at 3? I mean, how easy does that game look? I'm not going to come out and say take that. It was 3.5. It's down to 3. Richie P hitting the like button. I'm going to write this down. Magic +3 Bulls. Thank you for hitting the like button. Ice today. You know what? I'm not a lover of the ice. Did I bet a game on it? I think I bet Ottawa earlier. I think it was like 130. It's come down to like 115. Kind of like the Senators. Michael, good afternoon. 2 o'clock game, Arizona to cover versus Cal. I do have Cal in the chat here as a pick. I'll throw it up here for everybody. I'll put it in the room. Put it in the room. I like the Cal Bears to get it done, son. Apparently, we're back on Twitter. The Sean Higgs Twitter is working. Bills money line. So here we go with KC and Buffalo. Again, I did not bet. I don't have the Buffalo, Kansas City over under. Yeah, I kind of like the over in this game. And sidewise, I want to take Buffalo. I mean, this line just screams everybody taking Kansas City, right? I mean, all they got to do is win by a field goal. I like Buffalo, right? I mean, we've talked about Buffalo. They're a very good team. What am I going to say about them? I just can't. I mean, fading Mahomes and Andy Reid at home on a number like this, I really can't do it. What is it? The playoffs this year for the NFL, short of that Tampa game, which the Eagles shouldn't have been in the playoffs anyway. That's like every game has been great, right? I mean, you got 2 games today. It should be, for all intents and purposes, pretty good. And even if they're not pretty good, if one team dominates the other, we can all agree that these 4 teams playing today are all very good teams, right? Can they all make a case for them to be in the Super Bowl? But this Bills KC game, I can't just even come in the chat and give one out. I don't have an opinion of. I could say tomorrow, listen, I thought the Bills were going to win because of boom, boom, boom. I could say Kansas City's going to win because of boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I could say over it should be up and down the field. These 2 guys. But on the same token, can we see the defenses show up? I got no opinion on the game. And, not a popular opinion. It's a playoff game, and I'm not betting it, but hey, it is what it is, man. I'm not just going to bet something to bet it just if it's on TV. We'll see. Maybe I'll watch a game. If something gets crazy, I'll jump in, but I doubt it. Curtis, thank you. Fairfield and Marist, St. Pete and Canisius. Franks and Canisius. I like Marist. I'll take a little Marist underdog there. I don't actually no. I'm sorry. They are a 3-point fave here. I thought they were a dog. No, they were 3. You know what? I might actually. This has gone from 3.5 down to 3. I was looking at the wrong game there. So I will lean a little Stags. Let's go a little Fairfield there. I'm sorry. I said Marist, but I was looking up here at the a different MAC game there. But I apologize for that. No, I'm going to lean Fairfield here, especially since the lines come down. Give us the Stags. And St. Pete's and Canisius. I'm got the circle around St. Peter's. It was last night. It was 1.5. Now it's 3.5. I should have bet it. I did not bet it. So St. Peter's and Fairfield. Looks like a pair of roadies. St. Louis covered between 2 men. I kind of like the 9. If we're getting 9 there, I would lean that way. But out of the 2, I actually like the under. It was 154 down to 151, so I'm going to follow that number, Fernando. Robert Morris in Cleveland. Oh, Robert Morris. Here's a team kind of upgraded themselves and jumped into the a new league, but 12.5. All right, has this line moved a little bit? Is it still 12.5? Let's check it out. I mean, Morris is just kind of like a, they're out of their league here. Still sitting 12.5 though. I'm gonna lean on Cleveland there. If that was the kind of number on the road, I'd say let's, even with the bad overall record, I would take Robert Morris there. But I don't know, road wise, they're 1-9. They just got to win. They just lost by what, 24 to Fort Wayne. I mean, Fort Wayne's not a great team themselves. I mean, I'm going to lay it. I'll say let's lay it with Cleveland there. Lane, Florida State money line yesterday in the under Green Bay game. You're welcome. Well, a couple winners. We'll take them. We'll take the winners when they come. I'll take it. What do you think about the over in Michigan, Indiana? No opinion on the total there. I guess I would lean to the over. What do we got here? It's actually 133.5. You know what? I'm going to have to, 133.5 looks a little low. I'm going to say under here, Fernando. At first, I'm thinking over. I thought this would be in the 140s. But you know what? I got this around like 135-ish. It's 133. I'm still going to think under, just based on, I don't know, Indiana again, off a big win. Maybe it's a little slow and sloppy to start. Michigan, I know they need a win and they've been playing bad, but I'm going to go under. Let's call this one in the 60s. I'm going to say under 130. It's 133. Even though I got it at the 135 mark, I'm still going to go under. Lex saying hello to Marcos. Michael Buena coming in. Thoughts on Niagara and Ryder? I want to lay the 7.5 with Niagara. Coming off a tough loss, they're a better team. So line 7, I got this right around that number. Someone else asked earlier about this Ryder in the Bronx. It's right where it is for me. No real opinion on it. But yeah, Niagara is definitely the better team for sure. Under both NFL games today, says Thomas. I'm with you, and I like where you're going with this, right? So you're thinking, even in Kansas City, my initial thought was maybe under that total, right? It's 54, and you think, they played, what was it? It's a 58 the last time they played. I don't know what it looks like. I didn't look at the weather there right now. Is it going to be windy? I mean, cold's one thing. I don't worry about the cold. It's the wind. I can say under that one before I say under Tampa, because I think the Tampa game's going over. I just think both defenses give up points. Brady he'll just Brady. I can't see them not scoring in the 20s. I mean, if you're telling me the Rams win this one, it's not 16-13. It's going to be a shootout. Tampa's scoring points. I got the over in the chat for that. I think this game is going to be closer to 50s. I'm thinking closer to 60. It's going to be closer to 50, I think. But the under in KC, I can see going with that. I'm not going to say no to that one. Celtics and the Wizards. I mean, both teams not playing well, Les. Just take the Timberwolves and be happy today. Montreal sweating that plus 1.5 last night. Now you're sweating that. They should have had you sweating because they should have won that game. I mean, we had them here plus 400. By the time the show's over, they're plus 500. Big X, good afternoon. Youngstown. We like the Penguins, Marcos. You know, I'm a little Penguin guy. You know what? I got to get me a Youngstown T-shirt. So where can I find a nice little Penguin shirt? I'll lean Youngstown here. Actually, it's up to 4. It was 3 last night. I got this. I think this line's right around 2.5, 3. So you know what? I'll still lean with the Penguins. So many hockey dogs with 2-goal leads or lost in OT. Habs almost won yesterday, plus 480. I know. I saw Colorado close at 700 some spots yesterday. At a spot, I should say. A bunch of spots. Public on overs, Bills and Rams. I like the Rams over more than I like the Bills over, Thomas. Why do I like Xavier versus Marquette? It's because they're off the – yeah, well, not only the big Nova win, they also had a big win at Seton Hall. And now it's, again, it's a tough spot. I'm not saying they're a bad team. I just go against teams in a position like that, and Xavier's a good team themselves. And the fact that it's even built in where Xavier's favored, normally you'd probably see Marquette being a 1 here or something. Like Marquette would be favored and people come in to big Xavier. Now they're starting off with Xavier as the fave. Pens over. Canucks, the Kings, puck line plus 195. Also leaning towards the Kraken. I had the Kraken and back-to-backers here, right? We had a nice little Kraken run. I don't know if I go back to them at plus 215. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, people. What are you doing? Blind dart of the day, San Antonio versus UTEP. The old Jim Hardaway UTEP 2-step. What do we got here? So this line was 7. You know what? I don't think that's much of a dart. I kind of like the dog with you there. I'll take a little San Antonio with you. Ever thought about video chatting with fans maybe once a week for the show? Do a little live one like Robos, do a whole live, bring it on in. We could probably do that one day. We'll pull it in. I think Allie does that too, right? She's got the little Parlay show. There's almost adulting where you get the guests in. I know Earl Sports has last night they had a live one. They do a live one, bring some people in. I can throw out a live one. Maybe we'll do a live one. Maybe championship. Like what's the championship Sunday next week? We'll do something. We'll figure something out, Antoine. You want to come on one day and talk? There's a lot of people who want to come in and talk. I don't mind. We can do that. Morning parlay, Celtics Wizards over, St. Francis Bryant over to 146. Les is pulling out little Bryant College, huh? Over to 146.5 and Bryant. That's right on my number. I got this like 146.5. So that's perfect for me. I really got nothing on that. And the Celtics Wizards, I'll go over with you because you got 2 teams that are kind of struggling. So let's go. Let's do it. Lock of the day, Devils and the Blues over. Only 2 today, small card for me. Dave's in house. Love the Timberwolves today. Well, we got Timberwolves in the chat, so I'm with you. And actually, bet the Timberwolves, and as I said, 16-9 NBA bets this year for me. So 16-9, I'm with you on the Wolves. How about Xavier? Everybody likes Marquette. That's why I got Xavier. We like Xavier today. Got Xavier going in the chat. First game. Craig Trapp is on Buffalo today. I can't, again, I can make a case for both teams. That's why I didn't bet it. Morning. Or the morning parlay. Didn't you just put this one in? Nice. Or somebody else had this game. Oh, the same. All right. I got you. Brian over, to me, it's right on my number. So I don't really have the real thought on that one because I'm at 146.5. So, but the Celtics over, yes. Clippers money line versus the Knicks. You know what? If you think the Clippers going to win, it's 3.5. You think they're going to lose by a basket? Take the money line. How about Chiefs? Good line. What about Tampa Bay Bucks? Our money all over Tampa Bay. Chief game, again, it looks a little low, right? It's down 3. You're telling me Buffalo would favor on neutral. I don't think they're that much better. I mean, we've seen Kansas City struggle. I'm not saying we haven't seen that offense struggle. We saw the defense struggle, and we saw the offense play pretty good, and the defense play pretty good. But we've also seen Buffalo lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, we've seen them lose at home. We saw them off 40 points to the Colts. I don't know if it's a good line. It's a game I didn't bet. Sharp money on Tampa Bay today. Well, I mean, come on. It's Brady. People are going to bet Brady. The heck kind of craziness is this coming up here? I'm going to go to the heck. What is this crazy stuff rolling in the chat here? These crazy numbers. I don't even know what the heck that is. Put the block on that kind of nonsense. I don't even know what that is. Coming in up some kind of crazy hack. A lot of people like Stafford over Brady. I don't get it. Old Pat Stafford. Stats, Patford. I don't think it's. Are you liking Stafford over Brady, or are you thinking that the Rams offense can score a little bit against the Tampa Bay defense? That's a question. Last time I checked, Rams got a pretty good guy on the defensive line who might be able to get to Brady a little bit. I mean, that's my. I mean, I don't. Stafford versus Brady. It's not like it's Brady versus a rookie quarterback in Hurts. Yeah, granted, Stafford has done nothing in his career. He's playing from behind his whole life in Detroit. But he's got a head coach with him. He's got some playmakers around him. Maybe the change of atmosphere, the culture, you win a little bit. Brady versus Stafford isn't what I'm really looking at here. I'm looking at Stafford and Brady versus these defenses. Betting Rams today, definitely bet the money line. I agree, Matt. Dave and Cal, I'm scared to bet today. Had the Niners. Excellent. 2 good wins for you there. And you know what? You don't got to bet the game. I mean, Bills KC, the line is 1. It's a coin flip. Exactly. You're running out. You're that confident on team. I mean, and I joke, like I say all the time, like if I'm betting a game, I think it's going to win. If it's a dog, it's going to win outright. If it's a favorite, it's going to win by 50. It doesn't make a difference what sport. I understand all that thinking, but if you don't like the game, we come in here, we talk about other games. I don't got an opinion on it. You don't got to bet it, folks. You don't have to bet it. Yeah, it's a playoff game. Who the heck cares? Don't bet it. You don't have to if you don't like it. Just remember, you got guys in the NBA who say just because it's a game, they're getting paid, they don't even want to play. So, you're taking your money that you go to work for tomorrow, or maybe you work Sundays, whatever the case would be, and you don't have to bet it. How does a team win a playoff game giving up 9 sacks? Like, I don't know. I had 2 losers yesterday. In 2 games that I thought they should have been easy wins. I mean, Green Bay scores on the first drive of the game, and that's it. The game's over. I mean, what happened? I mean, Mike, I say it all the time. Welcome to gambling, folks. I mean, it is what it is. You get days like that. You get a week like that. Just got to move on. Tough losses. Illinois State, Manhattan for me today. Yeah, Illinois State's playing what? Evansville. Evansville lost 30 of the last 3 games. I get it. And Manhattan, I kind of agree with that Manhattan. Right against Monmouth, I think that line's a little too big. Losing team at Tannehill. Well, I mean, 3 picks hurt, yeah, but I mean, I think Tampa Bay is playing that game too. I think the Fays win today, but man, the playoffs are tough. Well, the whole thing is that no way all 4 dogs are going to win the playoffs. I mean, and really, are we going to be shocked on Monday? Well, not even on Monday now, right? Because it's instant analysis. So if all the dogs win today, is that a shocker? Is that a shocker when all dogs win today? When you have a team like Buffalo, who people predict to win the Super Bowl or get to the Super Bowl, could have been a 1 seed if they don't lose to Jacksonville, or the Rams, who were in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, and they traded for a guy to get him back to the Super Bowl because the coach says, I mean, come on, why are we going to be shocked here? The most shocking one for me was the Cincinnati over Tennessee, just based on being a young team. I thought maybe they're a year away. Nothing else would shock me. That was the shocker of the playoffs for me. Elliot's in the house. Good to see you, Elliot. Tannehill was awful yesterday. Yeah, it could be an understatement. I like the Rams and Bills today. Can't say no to those teams. Thoughts on Quinney versus Iona? Listen, Iona's the cream of the crop out here in the MAC, the Double A MAC. That being said, do I want to lay double digits there? You know, it moves to line 8. You got to win by 10. You know, I don't know. Iona's good. I get it. I'd lean. See what kind of points I get. Again, it was 7.5 earlier. I'm sure it's probably up to the 8 range, which means you got to win by 9. You have a comfortable lead. I don't know. I can see Quinney staying close here. Today's a fave day. I'm going to find out. Think about Northwestern versus Purdue. Yes, we like Northwestern, Michael. We like Northwestern. So I didn't know how to put a promo code. You didn't know how to put the promo code to get to receive the $300 bonus. Actually, they took that promo code back, Elliot. They said with some huge sign up thing, they canceled. They're doing a whole new promo. We're having some I think it was like a huge, big match, but it is what it is. Sorry you didn't get that. Read the fine print, bro. Come on. Bulls money line, Nets money line, Penguins on the puck line, Rams with the points, Xavier money line. Xavier, yes. Rams with the points. I'm going to say yes. Penguins opinion. Nets, I am against you. I got the Wolves and the Bulls. I will take the Orlando Magic. I mean, what is up with that line 3? Mad Capper, I have a face for radio. Mad Capper, you come into my chat. You see, well, look at this thing. I got a head that's, could be a replacement for a watermelon. It's all right, fella. You come on in. It's all right. Put a hat on. You'll be fine. St. Peter's minus 3.5 versus Canisius. Yeah, I circled this last night. I was like, maybe I'll play St. Peter's 1.5. Now it's up to 3.5. So, yes, Peters. Hank. I started 6-12 on college hoops since January 3rd. 12-3. That's a nice little run. That's what it's about, Hank. NBA 5-2 this week. Fading the public seemed to be working wonders for me. It usually does. That's a good run in college hoops because I'm like, well, not 3-12, but I'm definitely on a losing run for my college basketball the last 2 weeks. But keep it up. Under Tampa and the Bills. Again, Bills, KC, I can make arguments either side. The Tampa game, I think, is going to go over. I think we'll see some offense in this game. Player parlay. Rams and TB, both kickers have scored 10 points. 10 points, both kickers. A lot of field goals, huh? Bills and the kicker scored 10 points. That's a whole lot of, you're talking 9 field goals. 9 field goals or 20 touchdowns. Wait, Donald is a beast. I don't know if it's going to be 34-11. I think the Rams could score some points. Will I be shocked if Tampa Bay wins? No. Tom Brady is going to find a way to put the points on the board. But their defense, can they shut down the Rams offense? It's the question. Sorry for what? Not a shocker in the playoffs. No shockers. Corenzo, how are you, fella? Oh, my goodness. Look who's coming in here. Miss Gloria K. My favorite Mr. Potato Head fan. Welcome, Gloria. Bro, pretty gritty kid. He's going to be really good. Now, I said this. I was doing a show, and I'm doing another one next Friday with Tooch and Pounded. And I was saying, again, I'm on Tennessee, and I was like, I'm not going to be shocked here with Burrow. The kid won a national championship game, plays in, playoff games at LSU. It's not like it's all right. It's the NFL, but it's not like he hasn't been in some kind of high pressure. Maybe it's a little different. A national championship game and an NFL playoff game. I don't know. On that level, when you're going to the NFL, it can't be that much of a drop off. Win or go home. Burrow's a pretty tough kid for sure. Yes, I hit with Boise. Nice Boise. We like Boise. Hawaii, I had no opinion on. Squeak by UCLA. Today, my parlay is Illinois State. Again, 4.5. A team that's losing by 30 the last 3 weeks, last 3 games, I should say. And Manhattan versus Monmouth. I kind of like it. I kind of like. I don't think Monmouth should be double-digit fave there. Illinois State again. Evansville just getting crushed. So okay with that. Ty, good luck today on the parlay. Rams. We got this one. Why are we reposting, Kim? You know I'm like a couple minutes behind in the chat. Of which, that's it. 45 minutes. You know I want to do a half hour. I got to keep this streamlined. But everybody, have a good Sunday. Maybe we'll do a look ahead line, right? We'll have some games for next weekend ready. Maybe we'll see if the lines are up. Otherwise, midday more tomorrow. Nobody likes the Devils. Nobody likes the Devils, Gloria. So we're out of here. Have a good Sunday. Good luck, everybody, in these games. And don't get crushed. Remember, I shouldn't even say Monday's a new day because now it's you used to have to close the week out. Not anymore. It's every day on your apps. But I'll see everybody on Monday. Thanks for watching.